Your emotional capacity in relation to money is the main cause of your level of poverty or wealth and will accurately determine your financial success or failure. We are all influenced by our unique way of seeing the world, our own reality, and therefore, your financial results depend more on your psychology and behavior with money than on your intelligence. If you are interested in knowing the psychological factors that can determine your financial life, this video is for you. Because today, we will explore the 18 powerful tips of the psychology of money and wealth. Are you ready? Let's begin. Psychology of money. Ronald Reed was born in Vermont, United States, and was the first in his family to graduate from high school. A low-key person, with his work as a consultant and floor cleaner for 7 years, he bought a small house at the age of 38, where he lived his entire life, leading a simple life. Reed died in 2014 at the age of 92, and with a simple life like any other, he caught international attention. It was surprising and perplexed his acquaintances, as this humble janitor left his family an inheritance of $2 million and $6 million as a donation to the hospital and library of his city. Everyone wondered where he got so much money. It turned out that this was not due to an inheritance or lottery winnings, but rather to the fact that he saved what little he earned and invested in stocks on the stock exchange throughout his life, accumulating a fortune of $8 million. He went from a humble janitor to a millionaire philanthropist for his city. Richard Fosconi was the opposite of Ronald Reed. He was an ESO executive, a professional with an MBA and a Harvard graduate. He had a very successful career in finance at the financial firm Merrill Lynch, so much so that after receiving much praise from his colleagues and for his great work in the financial sector, he was able to retire at age 40. But in the mid-2000s, Richard took out a large loan to expand his already huge house and equip it with 2 swimming pools, 7 kitchens, elevators, among other luxuries, leaving it with high maintenance costs. In 2008, during the financial crisis, his finances were seriously affected, leading to complete ruin, declaring bankruptcy, and having all his assets auctioned off. Why did a person with little academic training like Mr. Ronald Reed have more financial success than a person like Richard, with great preparation and experience in finance? According to author Morgan Housel, being successful with money has nothing to do with how smart you are, but rather has a lot to do with your behavior. Furthermore, he maintains that this behavior is difficult to teach, even to very intelligent people. Therefore, we must be careful with this and know them, as they can hinder or enhance our financial success depending on how we develop them. Author Morgan Housel, in his book, The Psychology of Money, lists 18 key points to understand our behavior in relation to wealth and happiness as follows. 1. Nobody's crazy. Your personal experiences with money represent maybe only 0.001% of what's happened in the world, but probably 80% of how you think the world works. We all do the best we can with what we have. Each person has lived different circumstances, the situation of their country, their environment, family, friends, and work. The combination of all these circumstances determines what your attitude is like, your behavior, and how you make decisions about your money and finances. Despite this, these experiences are only a small part of everything that happens in the world, but these experiences and your way of seeing the world determine 80% of your financial results. Luck, and risk. Nothing is as good or as bad as it seems. Having skill, capitalizing on luck, and managing risk can determine our success. We do not underestimate that in people's success there was also luck and circumstances that allowed them to achieve success. However, we often overestimate results, and it is a mistake to make decisions based solely on success stories without analyzing the context that led these people to achieve it. 3. Never enough. When the rich go crazy, think about how much money is enough for you to be happy. A Harvard University study determined that earning $72,000 per year is the ideal amount to achieve happiness, and any additional amount earned would not significantly influence happiness because your basic needs would already be completely covered. It is important to find a balance between our expectations and acceptance of what we have. 4. The magic of compound interest. Warren Buffett amassed $81.5 billion of his $84.5 billion net worth after age 65. Our minds are not equipped to fully understand the power of compound interest. Persistence and time are crucial factors in achieving extraordinary results. Have you ever imagined unraveling the secrets of the greatest minds? It seems incredible, But now it's a reality with our 100 summarized books kit, which includes audiobooks and PDFs of the most valuable parts. Learning has become more accessible than ever. Don't miss this opportunity. Get your kit by clicking on the first link in the description. 5. Being rich versus keeping wealth. Losses. The main rule of wealth, according to Warren Buffett, is never to lose it. If you calculate how much money has passed through your hands throughout your life, you will be surprised. The key to building wealth is knowing how to conserve it. 6. Man, you win. You can be wrong half the time and still amass a fortune. The important thing is to stay focused and not make big mistakes. Investing consistently like a financial index like the S&P 500, which has historically yielded between 8% and 10% per year, is a prudent way to grow your wealth over the long term. 7. Freedom. Controlling your own time is the greatest benefit money can provide. If you feel excited to go to work on Monday, you are in the right place. Otherwise, you are not the master of your own time. True wealth is the freedom that money provides, allowing you to do whatever you want with your time. 8. The man and car paradox. No one is as impressed with your possessions as you are. People tend to want luxury items to be perceived as successful, but true admiration and respect come from qualities like humility, kindness, and empathy. 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Spending money to show how much you have is the quick way to run out of money. True wealth is not in flashy items, but in assets and investments that are not visible. Continuing with this deep and conscious approach to financial psychology can not only enrich your understanding, but also guide your decisions more effectively on the path to financial freedom. 10. Spending. Control over your spending is one of the most crucial factors you can manage, creating one of the only things that really matter. While you can try to increase your income, which depends on external factors like the situation of the company you work for or your boss's decision, spending control is entirely under your control and provides a secure base in uncertain times. 11. Better to be reasonable than rational. Trying to be extremely rational may not be as effective as being reasonable. This means considering your emotions and personal circumstances when making financial decisions. While rational analysis is based on data and facts, being reasonable allows for a more flexible approach tailored to your personal needs. 12. Surprise. History is a study of change and, ironically, is used to predict the future. However, relying too heavily on historical data as a roadmap for the future is risky because innovation and change are constant. It is essential to be prepared to adapt to unexpected events and keep plans flexible. 13. Margin of error. Every plan should include room for errors and deviations. Living without an emergency fund or financial safety margin is risky. The 2020 health crisis showed how optimistic plans without flexibility can lead to devastating results, while those with contingency plans adapted and often thrived. 14. It will change. Your goals and desires will change over time. This is a natural part of life. Planning for the long term is challenging because what you want or need can change radically. Accepting and anticipating changes allows you to adjust your financial plans as needed, keeping them relevant and aligned with your current aspirations. 15. Everything has a price. Achieving financial goals or any other type of goal has a cost, often not monetary. Investing in education, dedicating time to learning a new business, or the patience required to endure market volatility are examples of prices we pay to achieve long-term success. 16. You are you and I am me. Don't blindly follow someone's financial advice whose circumstances are drastically different from yours. What works for one person in one financial situation may not be right for another, with different goals, risks, and investment time horizons. 17. The allure of pessimism. Pessimism often seems more sensible or realistic, while optimism can sound naive. However, it is important to recognize that, despite its flaws, humanity has made substantial progress. Taking care of excessive consumption of negative news is crucial, as it can distort your perception of reality and negatively impact your financial decisions. 18. When you believe in anything. Stories are more compelling than statistics and can fill gaps in our understanding with compelling but potentially misleading narratives. It is vital to verify information and base financial decisions on hard facts, avoiding being swayed by unsubstantiated accounts. These principles of the psychology of money offer a deeper perspective on how our experiences, emotions, and environment influence our financial decisions, underscoring the importance of a balanced and well-informed approach to money and wealth management. By adopting these principles of the psychology of money, you can begin to shape a financial strategy that recognizes both the psychological challenges and the economic opportunities, enabling a more balanced and successful journey toward financial freedom. Here are some additional steps and practical considerations you can take to apply these principles effectively. Financial self-awareness. Understanding your own emotional and behavioral reactions to money is crucial. This includes recognizing your spending impulses, your risk tolerance, and even your subconscious beliefs about wealth and poverty. Ongoing self-assessment can help you avoid rash decisions and improve your financial planning. Continuous financial education. The financial world is complex and always evolving. Dedicating yourself to learning more about personal finance, investing, and economics can give you greater confidence to make informed decisions. This includes reading books, attending seminars, participating in workshops, and consulting with professionals when necessary. Setting clear and measurable goals. Setting specific, achievable, and relevant financial goals helps maintain focus and motivation. Whether it's saving for retirement, buying a house, funding your children's education, or simply achieving a robust emergency fund, clear goals act as a guide for your actions and financial decisions. Creating a realistic budget. A budget that reflects your earnings, spending, and goals is essential. It not only helps you control your finances, but also allows for timely adjustments to avoid debt and maximize savings. A well-planned budget is a powerful tool for financial achievement. Investment diversification. Not putting all your eggs in one basket is classic financial wisdom. Diversifying your investments can reduce risk and increase the chances of a stable long-term return. This includes a mix of asset classes such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and perhaps even cryptocurrencies or commodities depending on your risk profile. Emergency planning. Having an emergency fund is an essential part of a healthy financial plan, so you can deal with unforeseen events without disrupting your investments or resorting to high-cost debt. This fund should cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. Financial advice. As your finances become more complex, considering the help of a financial advisor can be a wise decision. A good advisor can offer personalized guidance, help with tax optimization, investment selection, and estate planning. Reflecting on your progress. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your financial plan allows you to stay on track toward your dreams and goals. This includes reviewing your investments, evaluating the growth of your wealth, and adapting to new personal circumstances or changes in the market. By adopting a holistic approach based on the psychology of money, you not only increase your chances of financial success, but can also achieve deeper and lasting satisfaction, avoiding the common psychological pitfalls that often prevent people from fully realizing their financial potential. We have come to the end of this deep journey through the principles of the psychology of money. We've seen how emotions, behaviors, and our perception of the world play crucial roles in our financial health. It's not just about how much money you make, but how you manage your emotions and decisions regarding that money. Now you have the tools and knowledge to start transforming your relationship with finances. Remember, the path to financial freedom is not just about accumulating wealth, but also about cultivating resilience and financial adaptability along the way. I encourage you to reflect today. Look at your own financial practices. What can you start to change or improve? Set a small goal for next week, whether it's reviewing your budget, setting up an emergency fund, or maybe learning more about a financial topic that interests you. Small steps lead to big changes. If this video was helpful to you, please like, share with friends or family who might also benefit from this information, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Be sure to comment below on what actions you plan to take or any questions you may have about personal finance. Remember, your financial journey is unique and you have the power to shape it. Until next time.